Hello, Linda Lyons. This is Mrs. Worm, and today I'm going to read to you The Chicken Sisters by Laura Numeroff. Pictures by Charlene Collicott. Violet, Poppy, and Babs were sisters. Violet, the eldest, couldn't see very well, but loved to bake. She had to squint to see the dial on the oven, so the sunny kitchen in their little yellow house was often filled with smoke. "Boy, do I love to bake," she would say. So this is a picture of Violet, the smoking oven, because she couldn't see the dial very well. Let me see the three chicken sisters here. Poppy and Babs always ate Violet's cookies and cakes. "Yummy," Poppy would say, delicately wrapping the burnt edges in her napkin. "Scrumptious," said Babs, pecking gently past the parts that were burnt. It made Violet happy to know her sisters liked her baking. Poppy, the middle sister, loved to knit. She knit hats with chin straps, turtleneck sweaters with pom-poms, and covers for the lamps. "Boy, do I love to knit," she would say. She gave all the sweaters she made to Violet and Babs. It made Poppy happy to know her sisters liked her knitting. So Violet likes to bake. Poppy likes to knit. Let's see what Babs likes to do. Babs, the youngest, couldn't hear very well, but she loved to sing. She sang in the shower. She sang at Harriet's House of Hair, where she worked as a hairdresser. She even sang in bed. "Boy, do I love to sing," she would say. Babs sang off-key, but Poppy and Violet always applauded. It made Babs happy to know her sisters liked her singing. So here's Babs singing in the shower. Off-key. For those of you who don't know what off-key means, it means you are not on the right note. But the neighbors were not happy. Bill and Tessie complained about the smoke. The Fontinis complained about the noise. And the Fontini twins complained about the itchy wool hats Poppy gave them. Whenever the neighbors played bridge, they discussed the sisters. That means they were talking about them. "There must be something we could do," Mrs. Fontini would say. But they could never think of anything. Here's our very unhappy-looking neighbors. Oh, new neighbor. One day, an old wolf moved into the neighborhood. He couldn't wait to visit all his new neighbors. Bill and Tessie were so scared, they stopped going outside. Bill and Tessie must be the rabbits hiding in their house. The Fontinis were scared too. When they went out, they disguised themselves in Halloween costumes. Mrs. Fontini dressed as a Martian. Mr. Fontini wore his old football uniform, and the twins went around dressed as salt and pepper shakers. Here they are hiding. Does anybody see the wolf? I do. And there's the wolf. The old wolf was thrilled to see everyone so scared. He hadn't scared anyone in years. He crept up to Bill and Tessie's window and bared his false teeth. He hid under the Fontini's car and yelled, "Boo!" False teeth means he's wearing dentures. Well, what's that old wolf up to now? The wolf liked the twins' costumes so much, he wanted to dress up too. He rummaged through his attic and found a deep-sea diver's suit, a mailman's uniform, and a ballerina's tutu. He liked the tutu the best. Here's his costume. Now it was time to visit the three chicken sisters. He knocked on their door. "Oh, a visitor!" Violet exclaimed. She invited the wolf in. "Violet's baking. You know how I can tell?" all of the smoke coming out of the window and the door. Oh, she's feeding the wolf. She offered him her freshly baked coconut crisps, and he gobbled them down. They sat like rocks in his stomach. He stumbled over to the couch, moaning and coughing. "Oh my, you don't look well at all," said Poppy, pulling out a tape measure. "What you need is a nice sweater." She measured his arms and chest. The wolf just lay there. He closed his eyes. At that very moment, Babs started to belt out her favorite song, "Poppies, Diglets, and Pumpkins too." "Doesn't she sing beautifully?" Poppy asked, still measuring. Does the wolf look like he feels very well? I don't think I'd feel well after eating Violet's baking either. Here are all the sisters doing their best to take care of their neighbor. The wolf tried to crawl to the door to get away, but he got tangled in Poppy's knitting. At that moment, Bill and Tessie and the whole Fontini family barged into the house. They'd finally decided to complain about the singing and the smoke, but when they saw the wolf, they froze. Here come the angry bunnies. And there are the twins in their salt and pepper shakers. "That's the mean old wolf!" gasped the Fontini twins. "I'm not mean," the wolf cried. "I was just having fun." "Fun? But you scared us," said the twins. "Please let me go," the wolf pleaded. "I'll leave town. I'll even moved in with my mother." Excuse me, pleaded. Pleading means he's begging. So the wolf went off to live with his mother in Atlantic City. There he goes. He's leaving the countryside, going back to the town. And the three sisters invited everyone to a party in their little yellow house. Violet made cakes and cookies. Babs sang. Poppy measured their heads for hats. And their neighbors didn't complain at all. And there's the wolf with his mother. The end.